Did you guys know that the custom of shaving your head and wearing a wig is actually an ancient Egyptian custom? This just goes to show how much the Arab has permeated into our society and is influencing us up until today. And when you see people, like you present that argument against wearing wigs and people freak out, this is completely normal. The detox from idol worship is intense. It's intense. The ancient Egyptian practice of shaving heads and wearing wigs is quite fascinating and reflects both practical and cultural aspects of their society. Ancient Egyptians often shaved their heads to combat the hot climate to maintain cleanliness. Shaving heads helped prevent lice and other parasites, which were common in the heat and the dust of Egypt. Priests in particular were known to shave their heads completely as part of their religious duties, symbolizing purity and devotion to their deities. This practice was sometimes extended to ordinary people during religious festivals or rites. I mean, Shlomo HaMelech, King Solomon, meant it when he said there's nothing new under the sun. It's just so boring at this point. The simulation has gone on long enough. Let's break the cycles. Let's break free, break the clip, do what we need to, and just be done with it. It's absolutely ridiculous to be caught still in this cycle. Whatever. Maybe I'm the only one who's sick of it, and everybody else is still complacent. But I'm pretty. It's just boring. The wigs, however, serve sort of different purposes. It's multi-layered, but again, boring. It's still going on up until today. Wigs provided a layer of protection against the sun's harsh rays, reducing the risk of sun damage to the scalp. Wigs were a significant fashion statement. They varied widely in style, color, and complexity, often indicating the wearer's social status. The wealthier individuals could afford more elaborate wigs made of human hair, while others might use fibers like palm leaves or wool. Egyptians valued beauty, and wigs allowed to create expression. They could be adorned with jewelry, berets, and even scented with oils and perfumes. Wigs were not just practical, they held cultural significance. They were often buried with the dead, indicating that personal appearance continued to matter in the afterlife. Men, women, and even children wore wigs on different occasions. The style of wig could change with the trends or royal decrees, like during the time Queen Nefertiti, whose district styles influenced fashion. This has to be a simulation. This absolutely has to be an assimilation. And I think that the reason that we think that it's not is because we think of these time frames as just being so barbaric and out of touch. But Egypt was an advanced civilization. Think about that. The modern celebrity and their wig wearing or extension wearing, just obsession with beauties. That New York Post article that I read the other day, where the mom is actually using her own son's blood to keep her youth, absolutely insane. Like insane. But this stuff is still going on up until today, which makes you just think like we have to be just stuck in some stupid boring loop. We have to be stuck in a loop. Like there's no way that is something else, because how in the world? But I have to admit, okay, I don't think that wigs are very modest. I don't think it's a sign of marriage. Nothing like this, biblically speaking. But, okay, but I would say to someone, instead of frying their own hair to bits and pieces, dyeing it crazy colors, if you're going to dye your hair blue or purple, orange or pink, you should just put a wig on top of your head. Like, they look so realistic now, and they're so cheap. You can get like a realistic looking wig that will look less damaged than your hair if you want to have pink hair. Like, I would really like suggest that over damaging your own hair. But as far as like modesty is concerned, it's definitely not. I would say it's not. Just cover your head with a scarf. It will do the same purpose of protecting your scalp from the sun. But absolutely crazy. I just cannot get over this sometimes when I look at things and I just see that nothing has changed. Thousands and thousands of years, supposedly, and nothing has changed.